This is Minute Mentor, quick tips for career success. I'm Erin and I'm a career counselor for graduate students in the Columbian College of Arts and Sciences.
And I'm Dr. Paul Binkley, a career coach for undergraduates at the Columbian College. Welcome again to Minute Mentor, your go-to podcast for essential career advice. In this series, we distill must-have career insights to help you be more successful as you explore who and what you want to be. So let's dive in and empower your career journey.
Great, I'm excited. In our last 3 episodes, we've been chatting all about informational interviews. What are they? Why are they important? And how should you conduct one? We answered all of these questions in our last 3 episodes, but we skipped a step. Some of you may still be wondering, how do I know who to reach out to? How do I find this person? And how do I ask them to participate in an informational interview so that person's likely to say yes?
And that's exactly what we're covering today. Whether you've done an informational interview before or you are gearing up for your very first one, we've got some tips to make sure you reach out to the right person and make them want to say yes to your informational interview request.
First, let's talk about who to reach out to. The best person to conduct an informational interview with is someone who has experience in the areas you want to learn more about. Informational interviews are an opportunity for a professional to learn more about a role and/or industry from someone who's currently in a similar role or who knows that industry very well. So make the informational interview worthwhile for both people by ensuring that you reach out to someone who can provide meaningful insights that you're genuinely curious about.
That's right. The best way to make sure you're reaching out to the right person is by doing your research. Look at their LinkedIn profile and check out any articles they've written or projects they've been involved in. When coming up with questions, consider whether or not they will be able to answer the questions you have based on their role and employment history listed on their LinkedIn profile.
That's excellent advice. So how do we find the right person to interview?
LinkedIn and GW's networking platform, Career Connect, are both great places to start. You can browse GW's extensive alumni network via GW's main LinkedIn page and filter alumni by role, company, location, and other criteria. Alumni are great people to reach out to because you have something in common. They know what it's like to transition from GW into the workplace, and because they've been in your shoes before, they are more likely to want to help you. So, Erin, what is GW Career Connect?
So Career Connect is different from LinkedIn because it's GW's customized networking platform. So while LinkedIn has millions of people using the platform, Career Connect has about 8,000 users. The difference is that Career Connect is exclusive to the GW community. So you know that alumni who use the platform have indicated that they want to help current students. So the people you reach out to on Career Connect are also more likely to say yes to an informational interview request.
If you are listening to this episode and haven't used these platforms before, we encourage you to start now. Links to GW Career Connect and LinkedIn can be found in our show notes below.
Awesome. So let's say you found the right person to interview. How should you contact them?
If you found this person on LinkedIn, sending them a message on the platform is always welcome. Just know that they may not see that if they aren't active users. Email is typically the best way to get in touch with someone, and specifically their work email, because you're contacting them in a professional capacity. But emails can be difficult to find.
I've experienced that, and it's funny you say that because I felt this way for a very long time. That is, until another career coach at GW actually told me about a tool called Apollo.io. We'll also include this link in the show notes below. But Apollo.io is a free tool that allows you to search professionals by name. The platform then pulls information from LinkedIn and reveals that person's professional work email for you to use. The free version of Apollo.io allows you to access 10 emails per week.
What if students are using Career Connect instead of LinkedIn?
So if you decide to contact someone from Career Connect, feel free to message them directly on the platform. And then if you don't hear back in a couple of days, email is a great way to follow up.
Now let's talk about what to include in your email. In my opinion, the subject line is the most important part. If you're reaching out to an alum, grab their attention with the subject line, something like GW graduate student seeking 15-minute informational interview. This tells them you both have GW in common, which helps you establish credibility, and they know exactly how much time this will require out of their day. So what should students include in the body of their email, Erin?
Well, first of all, I love that subject line. And second, I actually have a script that helped one of my students land an informational interview with an alum at her dream company.
That's great.
She emailed 7 people using this script and scored informational interviews with 4 out of these 7 people. So here's the script. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. My name is XYZ, and I'm a current master's student at George Washington University studying blank. I came across your LinkedIn profile and was fascinated by your work at XYZ company. I would love to learn more about your career path and specifically how you got into the XYZ field, as I'm considering this as a potential career path for myself. Are you available for a 15-minute phone or Zoom call in the next couple of weeks? Thank you very much. Please feel free to reach me at my email or phone number below. Sincerely, your name.
I can see why that script is very successful. I like the email because it's short and to the point, and it introduces them to the alum and tells them why they want to speak to them and what the alum can expect from the conversation.
Exactly. And that's how you find the right person to reach out to and get them to respond yes to your informational interview request. Keep listening for actionable steps you can take to make the career search process a breeze. Now get out there and start connecting with professionals in your field. Reaching out might seem daunting at first, but you'll quickly find that it's totally worth it. Coming up, we'll conduct our own informational interview with a CCAS alum.
You can also check out our website listed below or ask us questions by emailing ccas_careers@gwu.edu. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Minute Mentor. We hope you found our discussion about who to contact and how to contact them for an information interview valuable and insightful. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. We look forward to bringing you more valuable career advice in our next episode, so stay tuned and keep striving for success.